Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Welcome. Today is Sunday, March 4th. This is the Arnold Sports Festival 2018, USA Powerlifting. We invite you to join us for the NextLifter Ohio Classic Push-Pull, sponsored by NextLifter Software. Joining me today, this is Kathy Marksteiner. We've got Ron Brinker, the state chair for the state of Ohio, USA Powerlifting. Welcome, Ron. I know that you did this last year, so we are going to get started. Ladies and gentlemen, this is push-pull. We're going to be doing bench press and deadlift. Ron, why don't you tell us a little bit about what we're looking for on the bench when they set up?
Well, actually, before we do that, I want to make a slight correction. I'm the state records keeper, not the state chair.
My apologies. I gave him a responsibility he didn't want yet.
All right. I'm sorry, Kathy. I lost my train of thought. So we're benching.
Okay, first up is going to be on the platform is going to be Kelsy Wiggins. She's asked for 45 kilos, which is 99 pounds. She's lifting in the 57 kilo class, and she's lifting in the open division.
Well, Kelsey's best competition bench press is 47.5, so she should be in a good spot today.
All right, Kelsey's on the platform.
No, actually, that was Lydia Bowman. We unfortunately missed Kelsey due to some technical issues back here. So looked like Lydia took 52.5.
This is Lydia. This is Lydia. That was Kelsey. Okay, so Lydia is going to be our next lifter. She's taking 52.5 kilos. She's lifting in the 63 kilo class, which is 138. So she's asked for 115 pounds to be on the bar. Lydia's lifting in the open division, and she comes from South Euclid, Ohio.
Yeah, Lydia started lifting this year. This is her third competition. It looks like she didn't have any problems at all with that bench.
She got 3 white lights on that. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to powerlifting, the bench press, we're looking for the lifter to lay down their head, their shoulders, their buttocks are all in contact with the bench. The bench is only 12 inches wide. The bar is 7 feet long, 2.2 meters. And they're balancing that bar on their shoulders and in their hands. And then their feet have to be flat on the floor. So we've got the head, shoulders, and buttocks must be in contact with the bench, feet flat on the floor. As soon as that happens, then and they take the bar out of their back at arm's length with their arms straight. When that happens, the 2 side referees will put their hands down, saying that the lifter is in the correct position to receive the start command. The chief referee, who is Janine Schutte, she is one of our state referees here in the state of Ohio. She will give the signal to start. At that time, the lifter will bring the bar down to their chest. When it is motionless, she will give the signal to press. They'll bring it back out to arm's length, lock their arms, and it doesn't have to be at the same time, but just as long as they're locked. Then they will, then she gives them the signal to rack. So that is how the bench press is done. When the lifter does their lift correctly, they get a white light. Sometimes the bar doesn't go completely back and they're not able to finish the lift. That's a no lift. Other times the lifter might finish the lift, but they didn't complete it according to the technical rules, and that too could be a no lift. And so we'll talk about that in just a little bit.
Next lifter out is Marla Dean. Marla is one of our masters lifters.
And she is actually from Chardon, Ohio. And she's a Masters 1 lifter, meaning from 40 to 49. She's got her head, shoulders, and buttocks in contact with the bench. You can see that on the side angle there. She's gotten the start signal, brings it to her chest. It's motionless, presses it all the way out. Rack, and now we wait for those white lights. 3 white lights. That is a good lift. So there's 3 referees. They're seated in different positions around the platform. And 2 out of 3 make a decision. So you really want to have all 3 in agreement that you had a good lift. But 2, we'll take 2. The third person, because of their position, they might see something that the other 2 did not. And that's the reason for having the 3 different perspectives. The chief referee is the only one who will be giving the signals. And on bench press, it's again start, press, rack. Next up is going to be Aubrey Lyons, and Aubrey is a teen junior as well as lifting in the open. She is from Blue Rock, Ohio. She's lifting in the 63 kilo class, or 138.
Yeah, Aubrey actually started as an equipped lifter and finished 4th at high school nationals in 2014.
That is absolutely outstanding. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're out there watching and listening, this is a sport for both genders, as well as for every age. We have teenagers all the way up into their 70s lifting in USA powerlifting.
Looked like a solid lift for Aubrey.
So Aubrey got 2, she had a split decision, 2 white lights and a third that was a red. And the red light, they actually put a signal underneath it, a yellow circle, meaning that they feel that she didn't wait for the referee's signal to rack, which is one of the requirements. You must wait for the referee's signals.
Next out is Robin Shell.
Robin is also lifting in the 63 kilo class. This is 62.5 kilos, 137.
Robin's also a Masters 1 lifter. Her competition best is 65 kilos,
So this is really close to her personal best.
And she had no trouble with that whatsoever.
Oh, that was so easy. So when we do bench press, Ron, if I were to ask you, what's your best bench press? Usually, do you respond with what you've done in a meet or what you've done in the gym?
I always respond with my meet personal best.
And the reason for that is?
Because it doesn't count unless you did it on the platform.
We've got 3 referees. They're telling us it's on their time. They're the ones telling us when to go. We don't have control over, okay, I'm going to start now, I'm going to press it out, or anything else like that. For us, having the referees evaluate that bench press, that deadlift, that squat, that's what we measure as our personal best. In the gym, it's a gym squat. For us, lifting on the platform.
All right, now we've got Lacey Massari.
Okay, Lacey is from Toledo, Ohio, up in the northwest part of the state. Her best ever is her qualifying total to combined bench press and deadlift to come to this invitational meet is 230 kilos. She's lifting in the 57 kilo class, and she's got 70 kilos on the bar, 154 pounds. That looked so smooth. So smooth. Way to go, Lacey.
We've got a lot of these ladies opening within 2.5 kilos of their personal best. So a lot of great training happened leading up into this meet.
A lot of great training. And the next person up is going to be Amanda Shay. Amanda also competed yesterday in the Pro American. Amanda's lifting in the open division, 63 kilos, 138.8 pounds. And she is from Paynesville, Ohio. Amanda is a very seasoned Arnold competitor, isn't she?
Yeah, she's been here quite a few times. This is, I know, her second time in the NextLifter Classic. And she completed it in the Pro Deadlift last year. Amanda finished in 11th place in the 63 kilo open class at Raw Nationals this year.
That is, wow. And that was a very deep, deep class.
Very much so.
£160 pounds was on the bar for Amanda at 72.5 kilos. That, ladies and gentlemen, was a textbook execution of a meet bench press. You get on the bench, you get set up, head, shoulders, and buttocks in contact. The bar is coming out, it's in control. Bring it down, wait for it to be motionless, press. She does it and then waits for the rack and puts it back in the rack. Textbook.
Next out is Katrina Parsons. She's an open lifter in the 72 kilo class. She's from Hilliard, Ohio. This is also her second appearance in the NextLifter Classic.
So in this flight, we have 15 lifters, and they're all women. And we are starting with the lightest weight class of 57 kilos and going up to 84 kilos. So this is 75 kilos on the bar, 165 pounds. She's got a little bit more of a narrow grip where her hands are inside our any 1 centimeter marking. Easily done. Good opener. Nicely done. 3 white lights. 3 white lights. So again, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just now joining us, this is USA Powerlifting at the 2018 Arnold Sports Festival. This particular competition is the NextLifter Ohio Classic Push-Pull, sponsored by NextLifter Software, which is the scoring software that is used in about 30 different countries. We've got 85 kilos on the bar, or 187 pounds. And this is Kylee Redman. And Kylie is also a junior, a teen junior and open. Good lift. Good lift for Kylie. You have 3 opportunities to do your bench. And a lot of these ladies are opening up very close to their personal best, which means a competition best. So what do you expect from that, Ron? On their second attempt, do you think that they would be going for a tie, or do you think they'd be going a little bit past it?
It all depends on the mindset of the lifter. You get 3 attempts, so you don't have to make it on your second. It is also a sport about the total, so you need to keep that in mind as well. This is Kristin Savage.
90 kilos, 198 pounds on the bar. She's lifting in the 84 kilo class.
Kristin is actually the Ohio State record holder in the bench press. Push-pull single
198
lift.
pounds, almost 200 pounds, and just blows it up. Wow, amazing.
Yeah, her record's 100, so that really doesn't surprise me.
Just phenomenal.
Yeah, she's a very, very strong bencher. Up next is Alexandra Donald. Alexandra is the Ohio State record holder in the deadlift, so we'll get to see a fantastic deadlift from her later in the competition.
Looking forward to that. And Alexandra is from Cincinnati, down in my area.
She also has a very strong bench press, so she may be looking to take that record away from Kristin today.
Well, this is 90 kilos, so she went the same weight that Kristin just did at 90 kilos. Start signal. Press. Can you be any smoother, any easier than that? That was just amazing.
That's exactly what an opener is supposed to look like.
It is. Just absolute control. Absolutely super. Fantastic.
Yeah. Alexandra finished in 9th place in the 84 kilo women's open division in both 2015 and 2017 at Raw Nationals.
That's outstanding. Okay, up next is Afua Adjei-Brenyah. She also is in the 84 kilo class. Now she is also going at 90 kilos. So we've got 3 women in the 84 kilo class all going at 90 kilos, 198 pounds on their opening attempt bench press. Let's look for some real numbers to be going on the second and third. This is going to be a really interesting head-to-head competition between these 3.
Oh, and interestingly enough, Afua's meet personal best in the bench is 85.
Well, she's done some outstanding training. Maybe she's just relatively new. And that was just all 3 of those opening benches at 90 kilos, 198 pounds. Just amazing.
Yeah, and this is only her 3rd competition. She's actually the gold medalist from the Ohio State Championship this year in the women's under 84 junior class.
She's a junior. Oh, my goodness. Wow, that's just amazing. Very excellent. All right, all of the opening attempts are finished. That means that we're moving on to the second attempt now. Yep. You have 3 attempts at bench press, and we take the highest lift and move it towards a subtotal, or move it towards the total, and then we'll take 3 attempts on deadlift. The highest attempt on deadlift, we'll move that one to your total, and that's how we determine the placing within the weight class. So up first is going to be Kelsy Wiggins. She's going to 47.5 kilos, 104 pounds. I'm sorry, close enough to 105 that we call it 105. She's only gone up 2.5 kilos, which is about 5.5 pounds. Here she goes. Oh, so smooth, so easy, so smooth.
And that ties her competition best.
Oh, excellent. And again, ladies and gentlemen, in powerlifting, we consider our personal best, our PB, our personal record, to only be what we've done in a meet. We don't necessarily count what we did in the gym.
This is her 4th competition, and she was a silver medalist in the 57 class at the Ohio State Championship this year.
All right, next up is Lydia Bowman in the 63 kilo class from South Euclid, Ohio. And she bumped up 5 kilos, 11 pounds. She went up to 126 pounds or 57.5 kilos.
Excellent. We show her competition best as being 50 kilos, but she is a new lifter. She just began competing back in June. Got stuck a little bit there in the middle, but looks like it should be good. Oh, 2-1.
So it was a 2-1. It was a split decision because the bar has to go in one continual motion all the way up, and if it stops, it's no problem. But if it goes back down in the process of being pressed out, then it is a technical fault. Going back to they completed the lift, but what about the technical rules? They need to follow that as well. So that might have been the reason for that red light that we had.
Now, Marla Dean, however, is a veteran USA powerlifting competitor. She's been competing for 19 years, and she's won 6 state championships.
She has also gone up 5 kilos or 11 pounds from 52.5 to 57.5, so she is doing 126 pounds on the bar. Marla's in the Masters 1, which is 40 to 49. And if she's been lifting for 19 years, she must have started when she was like 2.
Yeah, that looked like a good second attempt for her.
Again, I mean, her experience in competition for 19 years is showing that she is in absolute control when she's on the bench.
Yeah, that 57.5 ties her meet personal best. She's missed 60 in a bunch of competitions, so we're hoping she can come back and get it today.
Well, we'll look to see what she puts in for her 3rd attempt.
Yeah, we're back to Aubrey Lyons.
And Aubrey has bumped it up to 62.5 from 55. So she did a pretty big jump of 7.5 kilos, 15 pounds. Yeah, so she's going 137. Here we go. Oh, that was a struggle. That's not going to go up. For the lifter's safety, we give them every opportunity to press it out, but if it's stalling out, we want to save them so that they've got energy for their 3rd attempt, also so they don't get hurt. So the spotters will step in and take the bar.
All right, next out is Robin Shell.
Robin is a really relaxed lifter going into this. Now, Robin only jumped up 2.5 kilos to 65. What was her previous best?
65 is her previous best.
So she's going for a tie on this.
Yep.
Outstanding. That means that she has a lot of confidence in it. You can see that she is a pretty relaxed lifter right there, waiting for the bar to get ready. But at the same time, she's watching. Are they loading the bar correctly?
Yeah, Robin is the 61 kilo Masters 1 Ohio State champion, and she also came in 2nd in the Open.
Oh, that's excellent. Excellent. So for those of you that are wondering what the difference is, Open is every lifter in the entire organization, starting at the age of 14 until you get to the very end of your ages. Here we go, first of all, with Robin.
Nice smooth lift.
Ties her personal best. Can't wait to see what she's going to call for her third.
Lacey Massari is out next.
75 kilos, 165 pounds. She's lifting in the 57 kilo class. She is the lightest lifter she's in the lightest weight class, calling for the heaviest bench.
Yeah, Lacey finished in 18th place this year at Raw Nationals, which was up from 22 in 2016. So she's definitely making progress.
And the 57 kilo class is a really deep class, meaning that there's a lot of lifters in that weight class at that body weight. All right, here she goes. What is her best?
72.5.
Oh, so this will be a personal record. So let's wish her good luck on this. Projecting good energy to you, Lacey. Oh, new personal record.
It was a good fight. It was never in doubt, though.
3 white lights, which really just cements it, and you know that it was a good lift. 75 kilos, that's 2.5 more. And on bench press, we're happy when we get that next 5 pounds up on our bench press. Next up is going to be Amanda Shay. Amanda's going at 77.5 kilos. Again, she lifted just yesterday. She's bumped up by 5 kilos as well, so she is now doing 170. The bar is ready for Amanda.
Amanda's a 4-time Ohio State champion in both the 60 and 63 kilo classes. Amanda's really known for her deadlift, though, so that'll be fun to watch later. She's got all of the Ohio State records in the deadlift in both the 57 and 63 kilo class.
So in age division, when we say open, again, that's from the ages of 14 all the way up to forever. But then we also break it down into some age categories. Let's watch Amanda first. Oh, that was so smooth, so easy. 77.5, 170 just blew up. Awesome. Excellent. And Amanda is in the 63 kilo class, and that was now the heaviest bench in the 63 kilo class. All right.
Back to Katrina Parsons.
You bet. And now we're going back to that 72 class. And Katrina is from Hilliard, Ohio. She's lifting in the open 72 kilo class, and it's 77.5, 170 also. She's on the bench. Head, shoulders, buttocks, all flat. Feet are flat on the floor. Bar comes out at arm's length.
Oh, that was a fight.
Fabulous. I mean, but she didn't give up. Didn't give up. It's a 2-to-1 decision. I didn't necessarily see it. What the red light was given for. Usually there's a small little disc underneath that'll give me a color. And unfortunately right now, in the view that I've got, I'm not seeing as well as I would like. But I can tell you, it was a 2-to-1, and when it was a good lift, that was the most important thing. It was a good lift.
Next out is Kylee Redman. Kylee holds the bench press Ohio State record in the Team 3 division for the 72 kilo weight class. And as a matter of fact, she broke that record on her opener. So everything from here on out will be new Ohio State records.
For that weight class or for just teen junior?
Just for teen.
Okay. Nicely done. Nicely done. That's got to be a 3 white light. Yes, it is. 3 white lights. All right, Kristin Savage is up now, 97.5. She's in the 84 kilo class, so she started off with 90 at 198 pounds. Now she's bumped it up by 7.5 kilos or 15 pounds. She's going 215. 215 is what Kristin has asked for. And Kristin is from the Zanesville, Ohio area.
Yeah, Kristin holds the records in the 72 kilo and the under 84 kilo class. She's done 92.5 at 72 and 100 at 84.
So will this be a personal record for her at 97.5?
She's in 84 today, so not today.
Okay. Signal to start. Big arch. Pushes it out. So easy. I think that was... She's on target to go for a new state record, maybe. All right. Up next is Afua Adjei-Brenyah. She, too, has asked for 97.5. She's in the same weight class, so they're going head-to-head on this. 215 pounds. But, again, Afua, she's a relatively new lifter.
Very new. She started competing in 2016, so she's got a little bit over a year in, but she opened with a 5 kilo PR, so she's got to be pretty happy with her bench performance so far today.
Absolutely. And Afua is from the Columbus, Ohio area.
So, hometown girl.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Okay. Wow. Yes. That was amazing. Good job. Three white lights, and she is happy, obviously.
I was not expecting this bench performance from Afua, but she may be taking Kristin's bench record today.
It was really, really well done. All right. We're not done yet.
Alexandra Donald.
Yep, and she's asked for 100 kilos, 220 pounds. Also in the 84 kilo class. What's her best?
100.
So she's looking to tie her best right now.
We've got some exciting bench competition here with the
really
84 women.
Absolutely. Excellent.
Alexandra is a 4-time silver medalist in the Ohio State Championship.
Well, that was smooth and easy. No problem. 100 kilos. Just flew up 220 pounds.
Room to spare.
All right. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, what can we say? This is awesome. This is really excellent. At the Ohio Classic bench press deadlift, being sponsored by NextLifter software at the USA Powerlifting meet at the 2018 Arnold Sports Festival, we have got some head-to-head competition weight class matching lift for lift. This is going to come down to the final deadlift when it all comes down. All the second attempts are done. We're moving to thirds now.
Here's where we get to see the lifters test what they've got. We're back to Kelsy Wiggins.
She bumped it up to 50 kilos, 110 pounds.
Yeah, she's just over a year competing at this point in time. She finished second in the Ohio State Championships this year and also second in Midwest Regionals.
And she is from Sunbury, Ohio.
And if she's able to complete this lift, it'll be a personal best for her.
Good energy. We're projecting good energy to you. Oh, yeah, she's got a new personal record.
Excellent control.
Wow, really nicely done. Excellent.
That smile says it all.
It does, yes. And then she jumps into the arms of her coach.
All right, back to Lydia Bowman.
Okay, Lydia's in the 63 kilo class, so she's leading us off on the 63 kilo class. She went up by 5 kilos, and now she has only gone up by 2.5 kilos. She's at 132 pounds. And Lydia's from South Euclid, Ohio. All right, Lydia. Here we go.
Yeah, that one got stuck on her.
But she, it was a good effort. Now, the chief referee, before they can give the signal to press, they have to wait for the bar to be motionless. And with Lydia just now, you could see that the bar was kind of playing patty cake on the chest a little bit. when you're farther back in the audience, you might not always see that.
Absolutely.
And so you're kind of wondering, why is the referee taking their time? Well, the referee is up a little bit closer, and that's exactly what they're watching. When does the bar get motionless so they can give that press signal as quickly as possible?
All right, we've got Aubrey Lyons coming out for her third. She missed this on her second attempt, so she's going to try to tighten up the technique a little bit and see if she can get it here.
Handoff by Ohio's own Mike McGarr. He goes up to every single lifter and asks them what they want, how they want it out there to make this an optimal event for them.
Oh, Aubrey
Good
got a
try,
little sideways
good try,
there at
yeah,
the bottom. And
yeah.
that, you know, when you're trying max weights, even the smallest variance is going to cause you a big problem.
Absolutely.
All right, Marla Dean coming up for her third attempt.
Marla's going up to 62.5 kilos.
Yeah, we as powerlifters can be a little superstitious sometimes, and I mentioned earlier that she's had trouble with 60 kilos in past competitions, so she just decided to go right over it to 62.5.
Okay, well, she's gone a consistent 5 kilo increase, 5 kilo increase, 11 pounds, 11 pounds. So now she's going for 137 at the body weight of in the 84 kilo class. And Marla's from Chardon, Ohio, and she's also lifting in not just the Open, but also the Masters 1, which is the 40 to 49 category. A narrow grip.
Brings the bar down under control. Oh, hit the sticking point and just ran out of gas.
So that's when it's easy to see that why the lift did not go up.
Oh, she was holding her shoulder coming on after that one, so she might have tweaked something.
I'm hoping that she's okay.
All right, Robin Shell.
Here we
next.
go. Robin is from South Euclid, Ohio. She's lifting in the Open and the Master 1 also, 40 to 49. You can see she's a little relaxed. She knows what she wants to do. She has a lot of confidence in what she's going to do on the platform.
Well, Robin's known for her deadlift, so I think she just wants to get through these bench presses and then go do the fun stuff.
So Robin only went up 2.5 kilos between her first and second and third. Yep. So this is 148 pounds, 67.5 kilos. She's lifting in the 63 kilo class.
Yep. If she's able to get this one, it'll be a new personal best.
Projecting good energy, positive energy to her.
So it looked to me like only one side of the bar went down, but we'll see what the referees saw. 2-to-1 good lift.
So you don't have to lock it out at the same time, and it's the whole of the bar. If the whole of the bar goes down, if only one side goes down, then, but what happened was it looked like she drove really good with that right side and then had to wait for the left side to kind of catch up to her. But she locked it out, and she got a good lift by a 2-to-1 decision.
All right, Lacey Massari's up next.
Lacey Massari in the 57 kilo class, lightest body weight class being contested. Heaviest bench press for that weight class at 77.5 kilos, 170 pounds.
Yep, she already hit a PR on her last lift, so it's all fun from here.
And at 57 kilos, she usually weighs about 125 pounds. 125 pounds, and she's got 170 on the bar. So we're starting to see some lifters not be successful on their third because they are doing max effort lifts. Max effort lifts. And we want it on the platform, not in the gym.
Yeah, she took 75 on her last lift, so she had nowhere to go but 77.5.
And she, she got a good lift on that.
All right, Katrina Parsons.
She has bumped up only 2.5 kilos between first and second and third as well. She's up to 80 kilos, 176.
Yep. This ties her personal best.
Mike McGar handing off for her. Narrow position on the bench bar. It's inside those two 81-centimeter rings, and unfortunately not able to finish it out.
Yeah, you see a lot when lifters are at a max lift and they're just doing everything that they can to try to get that bar moving. A lot of times they'll lift their bum up off the bench, and you could definitely see that in the shot with Katrina.
Amanda Shay is our next lifter. She's gone up to 82.5 kilos, 181 pounds. 181 pounds. She's in the 63 kilo class, meaning that she weighs less than 139. That's the top end of the weight class. And Amanda is from Paynesville, Ohio. And didn't you say that she is also known for her deadlifting?
Yes. I believe, I know her personal best is 192.5 in the deadlift. I can't remember if she went higher than that yesterday. The results haven't been posted, so. Really
excellent, and she did lift yesterday in the Pro-Am. Here we go. Start. Oh, man, just stalled out right there. But everybody's rooting for her to finish it out.
Yeah, and she had 3 attempts yesterday, too, so it's really not surprising that.
3 maximal efforts, yeah.
Yeah.
Kylee Redman is up next from South Euclid, Ohio, lifting also in the 63 kilo class. Oh, I'm sorry, she's lifting in the 72s. She bumped up a weight class. She's asked for 92.5. She is going over 200, so 203. Well, close enough that it's 204, actually. 203.9. So
we'll
kilo.
Give her the tenth of the pound. She got most of the way there before she ran out of bar speed.
A lot of lifters are just trying their to get a new personal record, and what that means is they are on a competition platform with referees trying to push their boundaries and see what they can do.
All right, our last 3 lifters are all in the under 84 class, and they all have incredible bench presses. So,
starting off with Kristin Savage. Kristin Savage at 102.5. We went to 226. Here we go.
And this will be a PR for her.
And Kristin is from Zanesville, Ohio. She's lifting in the open.
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, she's the current record holder in this weight class, but she's got some tough competition today.
Oh, yeah, nicely done. That's why she owns those records.
Well executed.
Well done, Katrina.
So she just increased her own record there.
Mm-hmm.
Alexandra Donald's coming out next.
Right, and she's going the same way to 102.5, 226 pounds. I mean, they have almost been going, attempt for attempt. They opened the same. There was a 2.5 kilo difference in the middle, but Alexandria is trying to match Katrina on this 3rd attempt.
Kristin.
I'm sorry.
That's
You're right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Then she takes the bar out herself. Very wide grip.
Oh, nicely done, yeah. Lift for lift. We've got a head-to-head competition. Again, you take their best bench press, and it will go towards your total. So those two are tied right now. And if they come up with the same total at the very end, we look at their body weight. Whoever has the lighter body weight on weigh-in, which is only 2 hours before the start of the competition, that helps. That's our tiebreaker on that. Next up is going to be Afua Adjei-Brenyah. She's called for 105 kilos, 231 pounds, heaviest bench press of this group.
Yeah,
heaviest bench press.
If she makes this lift, she'll take that record away from Kristin.
She will. And how long has she been lifting?
She just started in 2016. I don't see the month, but I mean, that's a very, very short amount of training to get this strong.
We're going to say it's under 2 years because this is only March of 2018.
Yeah. She makes this lift. It'll be a 20-kilo PR on her bench today.
Oh, my goodness. All right. The bar is out. Start signal. Oh, my goodness. Are we looking at a new record?
Well,
we are going.
Her butt came way up, Kathy, so she definitely had the strength to finish the lift, but it didn't meet the
2-to-1
technical
decision.
rules.
Yeah. So again, your head, shoulders, and buttocks must stay in contact with the bench. Even if you complete the lift, if you don't perform it according to the technical rules, then it becomes a no lift. And that's the reason why we have 3 referees in 3 different positions, 3 different perspectives, so that they can see these things.
All right, we're moving on to Flight B. Our first lifter out is Allie Perry.
And Allie is a really young lifter.
She's been competing for almost 4 years now, though. Allie's seasoned for being so young. She's a teen lifter out of Hubbard, Ohio. She has all of the Teen 1 84-plus records, and she's got the squat, all of the bench records, and the total in Teen 2.
This is a sport for all ages, all weight classes, both genders.
Yeah, Allie has 4-time gold medalist at the Ohio State Championships in the teen category. And she's one of the nicest people you could ever meet.
The first time I met her, she was wearing a singlet. You are required to wear a one-piece outfit, a singlet, when you're doing powerlifting. And hers had Nemo from Finding Nemo on it. It was adorable.
That's great.
She is incredibly nice. All right, she's got 57.5 kilos on the bar, 126. She is a teen lifter. If you're just joining us, welcome to the NextLifter Ohio Classic Push-Pull sponsored by USA Powerlifting at the 2018 Arnold Sports Festival. Good lift for Allie. She's on the board. We want everybody on the board. Next up is going to be Kaitlyn Kowicki. She's from Waynesburg, Ohio. Again, all of the lifters in this competition are from the state of Ohio. This is a competition that is specifically set up and sponsored to showcase and highlight the lifters from Ohio at the Arnold Sports Festival under USA Powerlifting auspices.
Kaitlyn's opening with 97.5 kilos or 215 pounds.
That's a big opener.
Absolutely.
Big opener. 215. Let's get the party started, I guess. Bar is out. Okay, yeah, that was awesome.
And you wouldn't expect any less from your
opening attempt.
Right.
Right.
Especially from the women's 84-plus Open Ohio State champion.
All right, we're moving to the men now. We had the first flight of 15, and that was only women. This flight, we've got 13 in our flight, in the second flight, 2 women, and then we have 11 men.
I believe this is
Novak. Joshua Novak, and he's lifting in the teen junior. He's from Broadview Heights, Ohio.
Yeah, right in my own backyard. I met Josh years ago at the first meet that I did.
Oh, easy.
See, Josh has got those nice long arms, makes him an excellent deadlifter.
So we're going to be looking for that in the future. Next up is going to be Devin Gordon in the 74-kilo class from Cleveland Heights, Ohio. I think up in your area again.
Also up in my area. He just started competing in June this year, and he came in 4th place at the Ohio State Championship in the 74-kilo class. Open.
Congratulations.
Now his best competition bench is 110, and he's open at 112.5.
112.5 on the bar, 248 pounds, and he's lifting in the 74 kilo class, which puts him about 163 pounds, but he's opening at 248. Brings it down, gets the motionless, gets the press signal from Chief Referee Gary Auerbach, and 3 white lights. Openers, that's exactly what you want to see. You need at least 1 good bench press out of the 3 in order to stay in the competition. Up next is going to be Mark Hale, and Mark is from Columbus. He's in the 83 kilo class.
Yeah, Mark's been competing for just over a year. This is his 3rd competition.
And 83 kilos is equal to about 183. He's opening with 132.5, 292. 292.
Now, his best competition bench is 150, but he was in the 93 class when he hit that.
Oh, he came down a weight class.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, wow. It looks like he was...
No problem.
Okay, dropping a weight class, and he is super still strong. 3 white lights on that. Absolutely outstanding. Christopher DeStefan is our next lifter from Dublin, Ohio, here in the Columbus area. He's lifting in the 83 kilo class. He's called for 145 pounds. I'm sorry, 145 kilos. 319 pounds.
Yep, that ties his personal bench, or personal best in the bench. He just began competing this year and competed at Raw Nationals back in October.
Naturally strong, and glad to have him as a part of our Ohio Classic push-pull at the Arnold Sports Festival. Oh, hard fought, hard fought. Come on, finish it out. Please lock it out, lock it out.
Oh, I think he beat the rack command.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, there's 3 commands: start, press, rack. And if you put the bar back in the rack before the chief referee's command, it is, even if you completed the lift, it is a no lift. Yeah. So he got 3 reds on that lift because the bar went back into the rack before the chief referee's signal. It was a hard-fought lift, too.
Yeah,
hard fought.
It's unfortunate to put all that work in and then not get the lift on a technicality. It's also don't usually want to see the lifter struggle that hard on their opener.
Right. Melvin Logan Jr. is our next lifter. He's opening up in the he's in the 105 class. He's opening up at 152.5 or 336 pounds.
It's incredible.
He is one of our crowd favorites.
Yeah, he's been competing since 2012, and he was a silver medalist at the 2012 Ohio State Championships, but he was in the 110 kilo class at the time.
So 110 kilos, ladies and gentlemen, would be about 242 pounds. Whoops.
Looks like his head came up.
Yeah, his head came off the bench, and again, the head, shoulders, and buttocks have to remain in contact with the bench.
Oh boy, the side refs missed that. It's really tough sitting in the side chair sometimes to see the lifter's head based on the angle, but we've got to do our best to make sure that the meet lifts meets the technical requirements.
So the technical requirements are that the head, shoulders, and buttocks remain in contact with the bench, and sometimes that isn't always caught. All right, next up is Brandon Gerber, also in the 105 class, and he's called for 152.5, as did Melvin. We are going to have a heck of a fight with the 105s. We've got 5 lifters in the 105-pound class. That's about 203.
Yep, and Brandon was the gold medalist in the men's junior 105 this year at the Ohio State Championships and came in silver in the Open. He's been competing for 6 years and started off as a teen 3 lifter in the 198 class, which is 93 kilos.
Oh, that was smooth, so easy.
So it looks like he's gone up a weight class, at least since he started.
So the 105 weight class is 231. That's the top end of the weight class, 231.48. And if you're wondering, how do we get those numbers? So take the kilos, multiply it by 2.2046, and that'll tell you how many pounds. All right, up next, we've got
Jordan Cover?
Jordan Cover, also in the 105s, also well, no, he bumped it up. 155. He's going to 341. We went from 336 to 140 to 341.
Now, Jordan began competing back in May in the 93 kilo class. He's moved up to the 105.
Oh my goodness, now that was an incredible opener.
Yeah, he's moved up to the 105 class and put nearly 100 kilos on his total this year.
100 kilos, 220 pounds on his total just in a year. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Michael Campbell is up next. Now, Michael is from Toledo, Ohio, lifting in the open and the Masters too, which is 50 to 59. So he's one of our older competitors. In fact, I think that he is our oldest competitor that we've got today.
And Michael holds the bench press, push-pull, and total push-pull Ohio State records in both the Masters 2B and 2A weight class.
That's outstanding. So he has asked for 167.5, 370 pounds on the bar. He's over 50, lifting in the open division, and he weighs 231. And
for an opener,
oh my goodness,
he just broke his own state record by 7.5 kilos with his opener.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was amazing. That was amazing. That was the way an opener should be. And then he was our final opener on bench press with the 105s. We're moving now to the 120 kilo class.
Yeah, next up is Tyler Cook. Tyler was actually a competitor in the primetime session at Raw Nationals. Came in 9th place in a very, very competitive 120 kilo class.
Absolutely. So 120 kilo class is at 265. He's asked for 407 on the bar, 185 kilos for his opening attempt.
He's got a personal record of 195, so this shouldn't be difficult for him at all.
That's as you want your opener to be. Tyler is from Willowick, Ohio.
Another northeastern Ohio guy.
All righty. Nice and controlled. Waits for the referee to say rack, puts the bar back in the rack, and 3 white lights on that. All right, Kevin Robinson is up next. Kevin Robinson is in the 120 plus, which means that he's over 231 pounds. That's our highest weight class. He's in the Open and the Masters 1. Kevin doesn't look it, but he's between the ages of 40 and 49.
Yeah, Kevin holds the Masters 1A 120 plus bench record at 210.
So when you say 1A and 1B, what do you mean by that?
The Masters weight classes are broken up into 5-year divisions. So Masters 1 covers 40 to 49, and Masters, the A section of the division is 40 to 44, and B is 45 to 49.
All right. And if you're older, you can set the younger record.
Absolutely.
Here we go. Oh my goodness. Three white lights for Kevin on the board.
Yeah, Kevin's primarily a push-pull competitor. He doesn't like the squat very much. All right, moving on to second attempts.
Going back up now, all of the opening attempts are completed. Now we're going back up to the second attempts. Alexandria Perry, Allie Perry, as she likes to go. She's up next. She's the Teen 2 squat record holder, holds the record in Ohio for Teen 2, which is 16 to 17, squat and bench press. And you can see why she does it now. Good lift for Allie. So she went up 2.5 kilos from 57.5 to 60 kilos, and it was a good number. It was a good lift. She's 2 for 2 on bench press now. Yeah. Next, we're going to Kaitlyn Kowicki. Kaitlyn. I keep giving people new names. Kaitlyn has done a 5-kilo jump from 97.5 to 102.5. So she's gone from, she's gone up to 226 pounds. She's in the 84 kilo plus, which means that she's in our highest weight class. She's competing head to head with Allie. And Kaitlyn is from Waynesburg, Ohio. How long has she been lifting?
She started lifting in December of 2016, and she was actually a collegiate thrower in track and field for Youngstown State University.
Signal to start. Bar goes down. Press.
Wow, that was a good fight.
Nicely fought. It's really hard to keep your hips down. All right, it was a good lift for Kaitlyn. Really good.
That was a 2.5 kilo PR for her.
Yeah. And she only started powerlifting just in December of 2016, so she's only been doing it less than a year and a half. And already she's been invited to participate in the NextLifter Ohio Classic Push-Pull at the Arnold Sports Festival.
Back to Joshua Novak. He started competing in 2014 as a youth lifter. He's a varsity football player for North Royalton High School and an honor student.
Signal to start. Signal to press. And rack, and well done. And good lift all together. And Joshua is from the Broadview Heights, Ohio. Is that up in the northeast area as well?
Yep, that's northeastern Ohio.
There is a strong presence of Northeast Ohio here at the Arnold Sports Festival at the NextLifter Ohio Invitational Classic Push-Pull. And he also is a Teen 2 lifter, meaning in the 16 to 17 age bracket. Devin Gordon is from Cleveland Heights. He has asked for a 7.5 kilo jump, 15 pounds. So he's going from 112 to 120, or 264. He's our only competitor in this weight class, in the 74 kilo class.
Yep. He was the gold medalist in the Ohio State Championships in the push-pull under 74 kilo division.
And this is his first full year competing in powerlifting and doing very well. First full year, and already he's at the Invitational Push-Pull at the Arnold Sports Festival.
All right, we got Christopher DeSteven up next.
Right, from Dublin, Ohio. Now he asked for 145 again, missed it on his first. He worked really hard. The problem was he locked it out, but then he put it back in the rack before the signal to do so by the chief referee, which is a technical fault.
Well, hopefully that first attempt didn't take too much out of him and he can get this one.
As soon as the bar is motionless, oh my goodness, that is much better than his opener was. Well done.
Oh, and he waits for the command this time.
Waits for the command. 3 white lights. Excellent. He is on the board with 145, or 319 pounds. So glad to see that.
That ties his personal best. So
excellent.
He'll be able to try for a new PR on his third.
Mark Hale is our next lifter from Columbus, Ohio.
I don't believe this is Mark. Maybe. I just assumed he was a Northeastern Ohio guy with the Cavaliers headband, but they support the Cavs down here in Columbus too.
So Mark has called for 145 also, 319. He's doing the same number that Christopher did just before him. 3 good lifts. Three white lights for a good lift. So we have 2 lifters in the 83 kilo class, and they are going head to head. They both have called for 145 on their second. They both made it. So Christopher DeStefan and Mark Hale are going head to head. So we'll watch that on deadlift as we go into deadlift. Melvin Logan Jr., one of the crowd favorites, is up next.
Now, I definitely know that Melvin is a Cleveland guy.
And he went from 152.5 to 160, 353 pounds. 353.
Yeah, Melvin actually bought an old YMCA that he's going to turn into a fitness center.
And he is proud to be an American. We asked the lifters if they'll send us a little bio information.
Oh, no, he picked his head up again.
The referees gave that 3 red lights. And Melvin is walking over to the table to tell him he's done. He's going to pass. So we'll look for that to be official on the scoreboard. But he went from 152 to 160. And the referees, it was 3 red lights. Brandon Gerber from Wooster, Ohio, again up in the northeast corner, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, 105. He's leading. He's the second member of our 105 class. He's also asked for 160 kilos or 353 pounds. Also, it was a 7.5 kilo, 15-pound jump. Three white lights for Brandon. All right, staying with the 105 weight class. We've got Jordan Cover. He's from Brunswick, Ohio. He has gone up to 162.5. Same weight class. Remember, we had 2 that were in that asked for 160. Now we're going up to 162.5 because every 2.5 kilos can bump up that total when you add in that best deadlift.
Jordan's best bench is 160, so this is a personal record attempt for him.
He's the 105 junior state champion, and junior is 19 to 23 years old. Oh, no. I mean, it was going up and then came back down. Way to go, spotters. The spotters are there for the lifter safety. Michael Campbell is our next lifter.
Yeah, Michael already hit a sizable personal record on his first attempt. So it'll be exciting to see what he's able to accomplish today.
Michael has gone from 167 to 182.5. 402. Wow. This is a state record.
So in his bio, he listed that his best bench is 184, so I'm assuming that that's a gym PR.
I'm sorry, this is an American record. This is an American record. So we currently have several state referees that are sitting in the chair. We are changing out the referees to ensure that we have the right officials. This is an American record between the ages of 50 and 59. This is 402 pounds, classic, no equipped bench shirt. Handoff by Mike McGarr to Michael Campbell.
Wow, what a great battle.
And that narrow grip, he puts the bar back in the rack, and now we're waiting for the referees. Unfortunately, all 3 referees gave
Looks like there was a call
no lift, and it looked like they called it for the bar going back down. The bar, once you start pressing it, it must go all the way up until it's fully extended. So what we had to do is our state referees cannot sit for an American record. So we changed out our state referees and brought in national or international referees to take their place for that so that we could do our best for Michael.
All right, coming out now is Tyler Cook.
From Willowick, Ohio. Lifting in the 120 kilo class. 264 pounds, 265. He's the only competitor in his weight class.
Tyler's a grad student in Masters of Exercise Science.
And placed 9th overall at the 2017 Raw Nationals down in Orlando, Florida. Way to continue, way to not give up, way to keep going. Excellent, well done. Well done, Tyler. 3 white lights. All right. Kevin Robinson is our next lifter. He went up only by 5 kilos from 192.5 to 197.5. And he is our final lifter in the 120 kilo class. All right, 197.5, 435 pounds with just a t-shirt, a singlet, no supportive gear. 435 pounds.
Now, Kevin was the national champion in the 120 kilo Master of One class at the 2015 Bench Nationals.
And by Masters 1 is 40 to 49. And yeah.
No problem whatsoever with that.
No problem. 3 white lights, locked out, 435 pounds, so easily. All right, we're going back down. 3rd attempts are coming up. Ron, what should we be looking for with these on the numbers that they're calling for?
Well, hopefully if the lifters' training has gone well, we'd like to see them hit personal records here today. But in competition, we're trying to build the best total that we can. So sometimes you have to set that aside and just put on the bar what you know you can make.
So there's 2 different goals here sometimes, and sometimes they work together, sometimes they work in opposite. One is to have your personal record. Go for the most. You're never going to get a new personal record if you don't put more on the bar than you've ever done. But at the same time, it's the total at the end, which is the most important thing. The total at the end. And the total is your best bench press added to your best deadlift in the Ohio Classic push-pull. Allie Perry is our lifter. She's called for 65 kilos, 143. 3 white lights. Allie has gone good lift, good lift, good lift on all 3 of hers.
All right, we got Kaitlyn Kowicki coming out next.
So Kaitlyn only started powerlifting less than a year and a half ago. She broke all of the USA powerlifting Ohio State push-pull records at her first meet ever in June. She's that strong. She was a collegiate thrower in track and field. She has called for 105 kilos, 231 pounds. 231 pounds. What is this going to do to our records?
I actually don't have that record up against, but it doesn't look like that she's close to it.
She is from Waynesburg, Ohio. Unfortunately, she was not able to complete that lift. But she is going to get credit, though, for a 102.5, 231. Oh, I'm sorry, no, 226. All right, Joshua Novak is our next lifter. Josh is a teen lifter in 93 kilos, and he's from Broadview Heights, Ohio. He has asked for 110 kilos, 242 pounds. He went up by 5 kilos from his second, 231 to 242. Oh, good fight, good fight, good fight. Keep it going, keep it going. Oh my goodness, yes. Well done.
Yeah, Josh looks pretty happy with that attempt.
Absolutely. Now he was the champion in the 16-17 age group, or T2, at 83 kilos. He's gone up a weight class to 93 kilos, and he really powered that up. 3 for 3 on his benches, which is excellent. Next up, we've got Devin Gordon from Cleveland Heights, Ohio. And Devin, this is just his first year competing, and already he's here at the NextLifter Ohio Classic Invitational Push-Pull at the Arnold Sports Festival with USA Powerlifting. Oh, yes. That sure looked like a good lift. We're stopping. 3 white lights.
Yeah, that was perfect attempt selection.
3 white lights. So he's gone 3 for 3. All right, up next is Christopher DeSteven. He got his second attempt at 145. He's only gone up by 2.5 kilos now. He's up to 325. He was at 319, went up to 325. He's in the 83 kilo class. He's only been powerlifting for a year, and he's a man after my own heart. He loves ice cream. This is information that the lifters share with us, so we want to make sure that we share it back with you. Come on, keep it going. Keep it going. Oh, that was a good, strong push off the chest, and then it just stalled out. But he does get credit for that 145 second attempt.
All right, Mark Hale's up next.
Mark is bumping it up another 5 kilos to 152.5, 336 pounds. And again, their body weight is only about 183, 336. And Mark is from Columbus, Ohio. Gary Auerbach, chief referee. Oh, the bar got up and then it just stalled. For the lifter's safety, the spotters step in and help to take the bar.
Next up is Jordan Cover.
Jordan missed this on his second. He's chosen to repeat at 162.5 at 358 pounds.
Jordan earned a Bachelor of Engineering in Chemical Engineering from Youngstown State this year in 2017. And looks like he's working on his MBA at Case Western.
And he's got some specific goals. Let's talk about those after his lift. Waits for the signal to rack. And it was a good lift. So he came back on his third and got that. And Jordan, he says that his goal is, this is his first time lifting at the Arnold Sports Festival with the Invitational. His goal is to make it to the Raw Nationals in 2018. That'll be in Spokane, Washington in October. And from there to qualify for the Raw Challenge, the 2019 Raw Challenge. So he's got some specific goals, and it's great to see all of those within USA Powerlifting. Brandon Gerber is our lifter. He's asked for 165 kilos, so all of these 105s are really challenging hard. And the 105 is 231 pounds for their top end of the body weight. 364 pounds on the bar. Pressed by Chief Referee Gary Auerbach. Is he going to be able to finish it? He's, oh wow. My goodness, wow, way to not give up.
That was incredible.
Wait for what did the referees decide? 3 white lights. He did not give up. He kept going.
And that's a 2.5 kilo personal record for him.
2.5 kilos, 5 pounds. Well fought, well fought. And he got all 3 of those lifts. Michael Campbell up again. Now on his second attempt, he called for an American record in the Masters 2 division.
Looks like he's going to take another crack at it here.
He is. The American record for the Masters 2, ladies and gentlemen, right now currently stands at 170 kilos or 374. Michael has called for 182.5 or 402, almost 25 pounds more than what the current record is. Let's get behind him. We've got the referees in place. We changed out our state referees, put international and national referees in place. And he says he's competing in his third ever event at the age of 57. Ladies and gentlemen, a sport for all ages. Here we go. Narrow grip. Start.
Oh, that bar just stalled on him.
So close. Exploded off of his chest and then just hit that sticking point. That was an amazing American record attempt.
Absolutely.
Amazing American record attempt. Again, the American record stands at 375, and he was asking for 402. That was amazing, and he just powered it up so quickly.
All right, back to Tyler Cook.
Tyler is our only competitor in the 120 kilo class. That's 265. He's asked for 195 kilos, 430 pounds.
And that ties his personal best.
Competing on the Arnold Sports Festival platform at the NextLifter Ohio Classic Push-Pull, and you're tying your personal best ever with this quality of refereeing and this awesome, excellent crowd. Thank you so much to the crowd for supporting all of our lifters. He's a grad student in Masters of Exercise Science, and he placed 7th at the 2017 Raw Nationals. Oh, unfortunately, it got up and stalled. Last bench press, Kevin Robinson. He was successful at 192.5. He was successful at 197.5. He has made a huge jump.
And this will be an Ohio State record attempt.
This is going, he's asked for 212.5 kilos. 212.5 kilos or 468.5 pounds. Crowd favorite.
Kevin's a proud husband, father, and uncle. We're going to get behind him here on this state record attempt.
And Kevin is lifting in the Open and Masters 1, 40 to 49, and he's from Cleveland, Ohio. Oh no, he says no, help me out. That was an incredible, incredible effort.
And an incredible session of bench pressing.
Oh, yeah. A lot of personal records set, some state records, but I'm letting you as our state records chair sort that out later.
Absolutely.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for the bench press for the USA Powerlifting 2018 Arnold Sports Festival Ohio NextLifter Ohio Classic Push-Pull. We are going to be taking a short break while they change out the platform from bench press to deadlift, and when we return, we will start the deadlift for the Ohio Invitational Classic Push-Pull, sponsored by USA Powerlifting.
Welcome back to the NextLifter Classic Ohio Push-Pull at the Arnold Sports Festival. We're just about ready to get started deadlifting. They've got the bar loaded up for Lydia Bowman.
So Lydia Bowman says that she is a CPA, ladies and gentlemen, who lifts heavy weights. Her best bench press is 50 kilos. Her best deadlift ever, 120 kilos. Today she's opening only 5 kilos, 11 pounds less than that. She's opening at 253. She weighs in at 63 kilos, which is 138. So let's look at the deadlift here. What are some of the things that the referees are looking for, Ron?
Well, they want you to pick the bar up from the floor in one continuous motion.
Like Lydia did, wait for the referee to say down, then put it down. What are some of the reasons for the technical failures?
Any up and down motion on the bar. You only get one attempt to stand up with the bar. You're not allowed to rest the bar on your thighs to provide any assistance in locking it out. You need to have your knees locked and shoulders back.
All righty. And you need to wait for the referee to say down.
Absolutely.
Because the referee is waiting for you to finish it out, lock it out.
Next up is Marla Dean.
Marla Dean is up. She's got 125 kilos or 275 on the bar. Her best ever.
Her best deadlift was 176.9, so that must have been set in a meet where they were using pounds.
Yeah. And 3 white lights on that. Marla says that she has won 6 state championships. She competed last year at the 2017 Arnold Sports Festival. Robin Schell is up next. She's entered in in the Open and the Masters 40 to 49. Robin was so relaxed when she was going in for her bench presses.
Well, Robin currently holds the state deadlift record in the 63 kilo
class.
And
locks it out, knees locks, shoulders, super easy, 3 wide lights. She says her first competition was when she was only 44 years old, a bench only, and she was 45 years old at her first full meet. She's been lifting as a master's lifter, and it's her second time competing at the Arnold NextLifter Ohio Push-Pull.
Get Kylee Redman out next.
Kylie's asked for 140 kilos, 308 pounds.
Kylie competes in the javelin in track and field and is hoping to make nationals this year in javelin.
Gets a signal to put the bar down.
Good
lift.
Easy work of that deadlift.
She was the Ohio Classic T3 18 to 19-year-old push-pull champion last year. She's also the record holder in the push-pull Team 3 18 to 19. So weightlifting helps us all out. Kristin Savage is up next from Zanesville, Ohio. She's asked also for 140 kilos, 308. Pulls it up super quick. Puts the bar down when the chief referee says down, 3 white lights. You'll notice that all of the lifters are wearing long socks on deadlift. And that's to prevent any contamination of the bar.
Well, the knurling on the bar can be quite sharp.
Yes, it can. Lacey Massari is up next, 57 kilos. She's bumping it up to 142.5. 315 pounds. At a body weight of 125, she is deadlifting 315. All the way up, yes. 3 white lights for a good opening attempt. Lacey was the best female lifter last year at the NextLifter Ohio Classic. She was the 2017 state champion here in Ohio for the 57 kilo class. Up next is going to be our teenager, Aubrey Lyons. She is lifting in the open as well as the teen junior. She's from Blue Rock, Ohio. She's asked for 150 kilos, 330 pounds. She placed 4th in the 2014 in the USA Powerlifting National High School Championship. Here she goes, locks it out. She's got the narrow stance from a conventional stand in that her feet are inside of her hands. 3 wide lights, good opening attempt.
Next up is Kelsy Wiggins. She currently holds the under 57 women's raw open deadlift record in the state of Ohio with a deadlift of 165 kilos. She's opening at 155, so
341 pounds.
She could be looking to push that up.
She's only 10 kilos off of her best ever in a competition. So Kelsy is doing the sumo style where you've got the wide stance and your hands are in close. Reach down, pull, lock it out. Wait for the chief referee to say down and then turn around and wait for the white lights. 3 of them.
Yeah, that deadlift looked like it was no problem for her.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Katrina Parsons up next.
Now she's bumping up to 162.5, 358. And Katrina is from Hilliard, Ohio. She's lifting in the open division in 72 kilo class. She also has the narrow stance. Feet are closer together. And 3 wide lights, lift is good. Up next, Amanda Shay. 63 kilo class, 139 pounds. Opening up at 177.5 or 391 pounds.
Yeah, Amanda's an incredible deadlifter, so it's going to be really fun to watch her today.
How many times does she run the
She's the
Open State Championship? Ohio?
Four-time Ohio State champion.
And she competed yesterday. And we'd like to give a shout out to our presenting sponsor, Rogue Fitness Equipment. Thank you so much for helping to sponsor USA Powerlifting here at the Arnold Sports Festival. And locks it out with that sumo, puts it back down, and 3 wide lights. 177.5 for Amanda Shay at 391 pounds.
Yeah, she'll finish well over 400 today.
So what does her current record stand at?
192.5 kilos.
All righty, let's see where she goes with this. Alexandra Donald is up next in the 84 kilo class. She's lifting in the open. She's asked for the same weight that Amanda had.
Yeah, Alexandra currently holds the women's open under 84 kilo deadlift record in the state of Ohio.
Here we go. And easily done. All of these Ohio lifters super strong at the NextLifter Ohio Invitational Classic Push-Pull with USA Powerlifting at the 2018 Arnold Sports Festival. We'd like to give a shout out again to our presenting sponsor, Rogue Fitness. Up next is Afua Adjei-Brenyah. She is asking for 182.5 kilos, 402 as her opening, let me say that again, opening deadlift.
And she comes into this competition with a meet personal best of 170 in the deadlift.
And she only began lifting in 2015. This is her favorite lift. her favorite lift. So she does a wide stance with her foot position. She does the double overhand grip, gets those shoulders back, starts the pull, and then snap, wow, explode. Wow, wow, wow. 4:02.
I think Alexandra's state deadlift record may be in jeopardy today.
Well, this is what it's all about, is putting it on the competition platform and going for personal bests.
Back to Lydia Bowman.
Lydia, again, she proudly says in her bio that she sent to us, she's a CPA who lifts heavy weights.
So she's looking to hit a 5-kilo personal best here on her second attempt.
What that means, ladies and gentlemen, if you're at home listening, her best ever is, what she told us, is 120, or it's 264 pounds. She's asked for 125, 275 on the bar. So she's asking she's asking herself, go out there. We've got an extra 11 pounds on the bar. We've got referees. This is a competition lift. Narrow stance. She's positioning herself. She says, I'm strong. I've got this. Got the bar. And she stands up. And I'm pretty sure she has a new personal record.
Yeah, she didn't have any problems with that. And big smile.
Where are we going to go from there? I'm pretty sure her personal record day is not over.
Back to Marla Dean.
And again, Marla's lifting in both the open division, which is starting from the ages of 14 all the way until forever. And she's a Masters lifter, Masters 1, specifically from 40 to 49. A sport for all ages, a sport for all genders. USA Powerlifting. We are powerlifting. There we go. There we go. White lights. Marla Dean, second attempt. That was good at 132.5. Robin Shell up next. Now Robin bumped up by 5 kilos. Robin is from South Euclid, Ohio. She also is an open and a Masters 1 lifter. She started lifting only when she was 44. Okay, I'm sorry, 45 for her first full meet, but she did bench press when she was 44. She was so relaxed when she came out on her bench press. Here she goes. This is 314, 142.5, only 5 kilos, 11 pounds less than her personal best.
Solid lift there. Let's see what the referees have to say.
3 wide lights, another good lift.
And she's thrilled.
Absolutely.
Got Kylee Redman coming out.
And Kylie is an open and then a teen junior. And teens are broken out in USA Powerlifting by T1, 14-15. T2 is 16-17. Then Teen 3 is 18-19. Juniors are 19 to 23 years old, a little bit of an overlap. She's got the wide stance. She's got her hand position. Oh, that was so easy. 145 kilos, 320 pounds. Just blew up off the floor for her. All right, Kristin Savage is up next from Zanesville, Ohio. Kristin has asked for 150 kilos, 330 pounds.
Yep, this will tie her personal best in the deadlift.
That means she's... Oh yeah, way to lock it out. Wait for the chief referee to say down. 3 white lights. There you go. Chief referee, Janine Schutte.
Next out is Lacey Massari.
Lacey is doing her second attempt at 152.5, 336 pounds. And Casey is directly going against Kelsy Wiggins in the 57 kilo class. Right now, Lacey is in first place and Kelsy is in second. Kelsey's going to be following with a heavier deadlift, so we'll watch to see if there's any difference in the placings. And 3 white lights for Lacey. So she's got a really strong base going on right there.
Lacey has the advantage in the bench press, but Kelsy has the advantage in the deadlift. So it'll be exciting to see how things play out.
Aubrey Lyons is our next lifter. 160 kilos, 353. She's a teenager. A teenager from Blue Rock, Ohio. And the bar is called Ready. She has 1 minute to get on the platform and start the lift. Thank you to the crowd. You are doing such an awesome job supporting the lifters from Ohio. She's got the narrow stance position. Bar just got above the knees and stalled out, and she says it's not going to go any farther. I'm going to try and save something for third attempt, and I'm going to put it back down. So that was a no lift for her at this time.
Yeah, Kelsy Wiggins coming out next.
She is. She's bumping it up. She's going 10 kilos more. She's going to 162.5. Kelsy is going to 162.5.
That's just 2.5 kilos under her state record. Lock that out, no problem.
3 wide lights for Kelsy. Kelsy looks like she's got second place pretty locked in. She's got a subtotal. She's got a total of 212 compared to Lacey at 227. So there's a 12.5 kilo difference or 15 kilo difference between the two. I don't know how much they can make up on deadlift, so it should be interesting to see what they choose on their third. Katrina Parsons is our lifter. And Katrina seems to like celebratory donuts because she tells us win or lose, nothing's quite as satisfying as getting a new PR, followed by a celebratory donut. Here she goes. She's got a narrow stance. She grabs a big breath of air, reaches down and starts to pull. And then she's locking it out. 364 pounds, 165 kilos, 3 white lights.
That ties her personal best.
And she is in first place with a 242.5 kilo total.
Back to Amanda Shay.
Amanda has asked for 187.5 kilos. And Amanda is from Paynesville, Ohio. The bar is ready for her. She went up 10 kilos from 177.5 to 187.5. She's in the 63 kilo class, 139 pounds, and she's asked for 413 pounds on her deadlift. She's the 4-time Raw Ohio Open state champion. And she's happy about that, clapping. And before the referee's lights come on, she knows that it was a good lift. That was 413.
Yeah, Amanda's no stranger to the Arnold. She competed in the Pro Deadlift last year. She competed in the NextLifter Classic last year. And she came and did the Raw Challenge this year and decided to come back and do the NextLifter Classic again.
Absolutely. Okay, Alexandra Donald is our lifter. She is from Cincinnati, Ohio. And she is currently in first place in the open. She has a 280 total. When she pulls this, she's looking at a 295. This is 192.5 on the bar, 424 pounds. 3 white lights. So that was now I can definitely say she has a 295 kilo total. All right, up next is going to be Afua Adjei-Brenyah. Okay, head-to-head competition, this is where it's at. Afua has a 280 subtotal, or she has a 280 total. When she pulls this will put her at 290, only 5 kilos behind Alexandra Donald. So this is where the third attempt, which you can change twice, is going to be extremely important as you look for the strategy on winning your weight class. Afua Adjei-Brenyah.
No problem there.
A 2-to-1 decision. She got that lift. That was 192.5. That was our heaviest deadlift for Afua Adjei-Brenyah. And she only began lifting in 2015. And this is her favorite deadlift, and you can see it. All right, up next, Lydia Bowman, our CPA who's really focused right now, who likes to lift heavy weights.
She already set a PR on her last lift, and she took a considerable jump for this third attempt, so she must be feeling pretty confident.
She has called for 137.5, 303 on the bar.
Wow. Looks strong.
3 white lights, really, really good. She's going to finish with a total of 195 for her best deadlift and her best squat. That has her currently in 4th place in the 63 kilo class.
The 17.5 kilo deadlift PR puts a smile on your face.
Absolutely, especially when it's on the Arnold Sports Festival platform. Again, USA Powerlifting is proud to present the NextLifter Ohio Classic Push-Pull Bench Press.
Third lift here from Marla Dean. She's called for 137.5 kilos.
303. She has a current total of 190. She's hoping to bump it up another 5 kilos to 195. The bar, just got to the knees, and it was just a little too much. So she gets credit for 190.
Robin Schell's looking to break her Ohio State deadlift record by 2.5 kilos here.
All right, Robin. Robin, again, she is an open lifter as well as a master's lifter. Master, meaning from Master 1, from 40 to 49. She's from South Euclid, Ohio. She's asked for 150 kilos, 330 pounds, and she only started lifting when she was 45. Only.
It's the wonderful thing about powerlifting. You can start at any age.
Absolutely. We've got teenagers and we've got women in their 70s. Oh, she's going to finish it out.
This is a battle.
She's, oh no.
So close.
So much of an effort. Great showmanship. What a great sportsman. Excellent sportsmanship right there. She's going to finish out in 3rd position.
What did she end up with for a total, Kathy? All right, next out is Kylee Redman.
So Robin finished with a 210 total. She's in first place in the Masters division and third place in the open division.
Excellent. Kylie made easy work of that deadlift.
Oh, wow. So Kylie, I think, has gone 3 for 3 on bench press and 3 for 3 on deadlift. She's made every lift count towards that total of 252.5 pounds.
Next out is Kristin Savage.
Oh, I'm sorry. Kylie's total was 237.5. And she is currently the
Yeah, that 237.5 will break the Teen 3 push-pull total record by 20 kilos.
with Kristin?
No, for Kylie.
Oh, okay. All right, Kristin Savage, the lifter on the platform, has the bar all the way up. She locked it out. It was a 2-1 decision. The chief referee gave a blue card. So she gets credit for a 155 on her deadlift. Finishing her out with her final placing in third place in the 84 kilo class open division of 257.5. Aubrey Lyons is up next. This is our teenager, our young teenage girl. She's asked for the same weight that she had on her second attempt, 160 kilos or 353 pounds. Oh, she got it halfway up her thighs and then it just stalled out again on her. Great effort on her part. She finishes out with a 205 total. She finishes out with a best deadlift of 120 and her best bench press then would have been 95. All right, up next is Lacey Massari. Again, we're going head to head on these two competitions. Lacey is currently in first place with a 227.5 kilo. She's asked for 162.5, 358 pounds. She's getting set. She's got a moderate stance on that sumo. She grabs the bar. Here we go. And the gravity monster reached up and grabbed it first and pulled more stronger. The bar just did not come off the floor for that one. So she is currently in first place.
Next out is Katrina Parsons.
Okay, Katrina is asking for 167.5, 370 pounds.
She makes this lift. That'll give her a 2.5 kilo PR on her deadlift.
And she's from Hilliard, Ohio.
Oh.
Nicely done, nicely done.
She definitely earned her celebratory donut there.
Yes, she did. Celebrate with a donut right there. That's what she likes to do. Get a new PR and then celebrate. All right, Kelsy Wiggins. Kelsy Wiggins right now is currently in second place. She's asked for 170 kilos. She's gone up 7.5 kilos from her second attempt of 162. So she's asked for 375 pounds on her second attempt, on her third attempt.
This will break her Ohio State record by 5 kilos.
And again, ladies and gentlemen, she only weighs 125. She's in the 57 kilo class. 375 pounds. Kelsy is a wide stance deadlifter, sumo.
Oh, it stuck.
And much like Lacey Massari, the bar just was not going to move off the floor for her. She finishes in second place with a 212.5 kilo total in the 57 kilo class. Amanda Shay is up next. 63 kilo class, 139 pounds, and she's asked for 195. 430 pounds.
I don't recall what she deadlifted yesterday, but 195 beats her posted personal record by 2.5 kilos. And this is just an incredible amount of weight for a 63 kilo athlete.
Amanda Shay, 195 kilos, 430 pounds at a body weight of less than 139. And Amanda is from Paynesville, Ohio. Again, a wide stance puller. She's got a wide stance. She's got it to her knees. She's struggling. She is working really hard. She wants to finish it, and it was not going to happen today. She does get credit for 187.5. She finishes in first place in the 63 kilo class with a 265 kilo total.
Got our last couple of lifters here in Flight A. We got Alexandra Donald out next.
Alexandra Donald is sitting in first place. She's asked for 192.5. There's only 5 kilos between first and second. This is 441 pounds for Alexandra. She has to pull first, and then following her is going to be Afua Adjei-Brenyah, who's, again, only 5 kilos, 11 pounds behind her. Could we see a change? So Alexandra Donald finishes out her day with a 295 kilo total. She is currently in first place, but there's been a change. Afua Adjei-Brenyah has put in a change. She is asking for 202.5 kilos to put her total higher by 5 kilos over Alexandra. So this is a critical pull. She didn't just try to go up by 2.5 kilos. And she's the lighter body, she's the lighter weight, so she could have tied her and won on body weight, but instead she wants to win with an outright total. So currently she's in second place. When she pulls this, she will move into first place. And again, and she only began lifting in 2015. Let's wait for those lights from the referees because they're the only decisions that matter. 3 white lights. She has moved from second place to first place with one final pull, a change in the deadlift, and she went from 5 kilos behind to 5 kilos over.
And the icing on the cake, she broke Alexandra's deadlift record.
Oh my gosh, even bonus. Wow. Well, that is what the deadlift and the third attempt deadlift is all about, is coming in and hitting that strategy.
All right, we're moving on to Flight B now. We've got Allie Perry coming out.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is downright exciting. USA powerlifting at its finest with the NextLifter Ohio Classic bench press deadlift at the 2018 Arnold Sports Festival. Our presenting sponsor is Rogue Fitness, and we thank them very much. NextLifter software is used in about 30 different countries. Allie Perry is going to be our first lifter. She holds the Teen 2, 16, 17-year age division, squat and bench press records. She has 107.5 kilos on the bar, 237, and she pulled it, she put it down, she has 3 white lights. She's on the board, she's got a total.
It's a very strong pull. It almost looked like a warm-up.
You know, it really did. I know that she's really comfortable doing squat and bench. It looks like she is quite comfortable doing deadlift as well.
Next out is Kaitlyn Cookie.
Kaitlyn from Waynesburg, Ohio. Her family is out in the second row cheering her on.
She's our collegiate thrower from Youngstown State University.
She only started powerlifting in December 2016, so it has not, it's only been 16 months. She has asked for 170 kilos, 375 pounds. This will put her in first place.
Ooh, she made easy work of that.
Oh, way to have an opener. Way to have an opener. 3 white lights.
That was just 7.5 kilos under her personal best, so I think we'll definitely see a new PB for her today.
I look forward to seeing it. Up next, we've got Joshua Novak. Joshua is our teen junior male lifter at the Ohio Classic bench press and deadlift. He's from Galion, Ohio.
Well, actually, Joshua was from Broadview Heights.
I'm so sorry. Thank you.
He's a varsity football player at North Royalton and started as a youth lifter. So not at all new to USA Powerlifting.
Joshua, I'm sorry if I moved you to a whole nother state, a whole nother city there. And it was a good lift. Way to have a great opener. That's what we like seeing, is successful opening attempts on every single one of them. Devin Gordon is up next from Cleveland Heights. And he's asked for 217.5 kilos, 480 pounds. The bar is ready. Devin Gordon on the platform. 480 pounds, 217.5 kilos. He's the only lifter in the 74 kilo class.
Nice solid opener for him there.
And he turns around and he waits patiently for the lights to come on, and they do, and he gets 3 white lights. This is his first full year competing in USA Powerlifting.
Next out is Mark Hale.
Mark is from Columbus, Ohio.
He's been competing for just over a year. This is his 3rd competition.
On the platform, we have 222.5 kilos, 490 pounds. He's in the 83 kilo class.
No problem.
Oh, yeah, that was easy.
Sets the bar down.
Such nice control putting it down. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Didn't drop, didn't free fall to the floor. Kevin Robinson up next. Our Masters 1 and Open competitor in the 120 plus class from Cleveland, Ohio. He's asked for 230 kilos, 507 pounds. Bar is ready, says Chief Referee Janine Schutte. Our other 2 side referees are Mark Wynn and Gary Auerbach. And here we go, Kevin Robinson, easy pull all the way up. And he looks over at Chief Referee. She says, I can put it down so easy. This was nothing. 3 white lights for Kevin. Michael Campbell is up next. Now remember, Michael had wanted to set the American Masters 2 bench press record. I mean, he was just going to blow it completely out of the water by an extra 25 pounds. It was amazing. It stood at 170 and he wanted 202.5. I am certain that he's going to get that record again in the future. he will go out on that platform and get it. For now, he has 235 kilos, 518 pounds on the bar for deadlift, picks it up, puts it down when the referee says so, and white lights. And this is his third event ever competing at the age of 57.
Got Christopher DeSteven out next.
257.5 kilos, 567 pounds.
Opening just 2.5 kilos under his personal record.
Excellent. Everybody's made their opening attempts so far. Let's just keep that going. Again, that narrow stance on the position. Reaches, grabs, and stands up. Locks it out with the knees, the shoulders, hips, and 3 white lights. So he is on the board with 257.5 kilos.
Brendan Gerber coming out next.
Same weight. Now what's interesting is Christopher DeSteven is in the 83 kilo class. Brandon Gerber is in the 105, which is 2 weight classes up. Here we go. 568 pounds, 257.5 kilos. Bar goes down, a narrow stance. Second attempts are going along really well. No, I'm sorry, we're still doing opening attempts. I'm trying to rush them along a little bit. Up next is Jordan Cover from Brunswick, Ohio. In the 105 division, he's asked for 285 kilos, 628 pounds. With this pull, it would put him into first place. $285. Here he goes. Again, he's a Bachelor of Engineering with Chemical Engineering from Youngstown State University. Just graduated last year. Now he's working on his MBA from Case Western Reserve. And he gets the signal down. He's a wide stance, double overhand grip, successful at 285, and that moves him into first place. He has a total now of 447.5 kilos. Second place is 422 kilos behind him. So that's a very comfortable 25 kilo total buffer.
Next out, we've got Melvin Logan Jr.
A crowd favorite from Cleveland, Ohio. He's asked for 285 as well. 628 pounds. He's also in the 105 weight class. He's currently in third position.
Oh no. Looks like he might have tore a callus on his thumb. He can get that taped up, hopefully, and come out and get it next time.
Melvin was not able to finish out that opening attempt, which is something we want every lifter to get their opening attempt. So we're hoping that he can come back on his second and get it. Okay, our final lifter is going to be Tyler Cook. 300 kilos on the bar. He's the only competitor in the 120 kilo class, which is 265 pounds. He's asked for 661 on the bar. 661 on the bar. He placed 9th overall at the really competitive weight class of 105 at the 2017 Raw Nationals. He's a graduate student in the Masters with Engineering of Exercise Science. Going on the platform, Tyler Cook at 300 kilos. from Willowweck, Ohio. Wide stance. Wide stance, sumo lift, pulls. Oh no. Okay, so two different things. He got to the top and then he leaned forward, so the bar went back down. And then the chief referee gave the down signal and he dropped the bars. So that was a no lift for Tyler. In that they did not, and they also red lighted, and they gave the signal that they red lighted for lockout. And Ron, what are they looking for on the lockout again?
The lifter's knees have to be locked out. They can't be soft, and they're also looking to make sure the shoulders are back.
So a shout out to our presenting sponsor here at the Arnold Sports Festival, Rogue Fitness. And this is the NextLifter Ohio Classic Bench Press Deadlift, sponsored by USA Powerlifting at the 2018 Arnold Sports Festival. We are showcasing Ohio lifters.
Here comes Allie Perry.
And Allie has asked for 112.5 kilos, 248 pounds. And she got 3 wide lights on that. She is now 5 for 5 on all of her lifts. Kaitlyn Kowicki is our next lifter. 84 kilo class. She's asked for 182.5, 402.
She's looking for a 5 kilo PR here.
This will give her a 285 kilo total.
Yeah, with the way her opener looked, this should be no problem.
Absolutely. And Kaitlyn is from Waynesburg, Ohio. And this is 5 kilos over her personal best, if I read that correctly.
That is correct.
She only started powerlifting in December of 2016. Narrow stance with her foot position on her deadlift. And it was 3 white lights. Up next is Josh Novak. He's asked for an even 200 kilos. An even 200 kilos at 440 pounds. He's lifting in the 93 kilo class. And he is an honor student, varsity football player at North Royalton High School. Oh, nice pull, nice pull, nice pull. Way to lock it out. 3 wide lights, so Josh is doing really well with his lifting.
That was a 2.5 kilo PR for him.
Awesome. On the Arnold Sports Festival competition platform. That's an awesome, excellent way to have a personal record. Up next is Devin Gordon from Cleveland Heights, Ohio, our only lifter in the 74 kilo class. And that is roughly about 163 pounds. He's asked for 230 kilos or 507. 507. And you weigh 163.
It's pretty incredible.
That's amazing. And, oh, easy second attempt. Nicely done.
Yeah, he came into this competition
Nicely
with a
done.
232.5 kilo PR, so.
Well, he's only 2.5 kilos off of that at 230. And that moves him into first place in his weight class at 74 kilos. Mark Hale is going to be our next lifter from Columbus, Ohio. And he's got 240 that he has asked for his second attempt, 529 pounds. Mark Hale, narrow stance. Oh yeah, that was so nice, so controlled. Even the down, when you put the bar back on the platform and you don't let it bounce all over the place. 3 white lights, excellent control. And that moves Mark into second place in the really competitive 83 kilo class.
Michael Campbell's coming out next, our Masters 2 lifter.
Michael is lifting in the 105 weight class, which is equal to about 231. Michael tried for an American Masters 2 bench press record on his bench presses. All the way up, lockout. And notice he's not even wearing a belt.
I did not notice that.
He's not even wearing a belt, which we use to kind of push against to increase our strength a little bit there. And that was 242. That moves Mark into the first place in the Masters division. I'm sorry, Michael.
All right, Kevin Robinson coming out now.
All right, Kevin struggled on his opening attempt. No, I'm sorry, it wasn't Kevin. Kevin got this on his opening attempt. Here we go, all the way up. Yeah. And, oh my goodness, such control on the way down. Again, Kevin is from the state of Ohio, and he won the Bench Press National Championship, 120 kilo, in Masters 1 in 2015. All the way up, he was successful with that, 245 kilos. And that gives him a total now of 442.5 kilos. All right, bar is ready for Christopher DeStefan. 262.5 or 579 pounds. And he's in the really light 83 kilo class. Whoa. And the spotter was there to be for his safety. Unfortunately, we got it to the knees and it just didn't want to go any further. Brandon Gerber up next, 105 kilo class. It's called for 275 kilos, 606 pounds. Brandon Gerber, 275 kilos, 606 pounds for his second attempt. This is a big jump over his opener of 257. Narrow stance, double overhand grip.
And that's a good lift for him.
Good lift for Brandon. And that moves him solidly into second place in the 105s. Up next is going to be Melvin Logan Jr. Melvin is from Cleveland.
Yeah. Yep. City of Cleveland proper. He had an issue with his grip on his last attempt. Hopefully he was able to get that corrected for this attempt.
So he has asked for a repeat of 285. And as he started the bar off the platform, it stalled out a little bit. You could see that he was really, really, really working hard. And then he has just said that he's done. It's not going to work for him anymore. All right, up next, Tyler Cook also in the 120 class.
Yeah, also had difficulty with his opener. Looks like he's chosen to repeat that.
Yes, 300 kilos, 661 pounds. Here we go. Wide stance, sumo lift. Three white lights, so Tyler is on the board. Next up is Jordan Cover, our last lifter in the 105s from Brunswick, Ohio. He was already successful with the first attempt of 285. He's asked for this is 666.6, 302.5 kilos for Jordan Cover. He's currently in first place, and this will just lock it in more for first place. And that was easy.
It's just 2.5 kilos under his competition deadlift PR, and that didn't look difficult for him at all.
All right, third attempt deadlifts. Third attempt deadlifts. Allie Perry is going to be our first per lifter. She's gone up by 5 kilos to 117.5. She's a teen junior lifter. Now, ladies and gentlemen, on third attempt deadlift, we want every lifter to have their best. You're going for your personal record. So what do the referees ask the spotters and loaders to do for every lift?
It's actually a requirement by USA Powerlifting rule that the bar be cleaned. And an IPF rule as well, which are the USA Powerlifting rules are based on. We require that the spotters and loaders clean and wipe down the bar for every third attempt to give the lifters their best shot at making the lift.
Allie Perry, 117.5, 260 pounds. Okay, warm-ups are done in the warm-up room, and she needs to actually look like she's trying to work hard here.
Well, you really never know coming into a competition if a lifter is battling an injury or something that they don't want to aggravate. So
she looks super strong with that. Super strong with that. And that replay that we're seeing right now, it's like, wow, that was so fast. Kaitlyn Kowicki, Waynesburg, Ohio. She's asked for 192.5. 192.5.
That's incredible, considering she came into this competition with a deadlift PR of 177.5.
So that's a 15 kilo increase.
Absolutely.
This is 424 pounds on the bar. 424. 192.5 kilos for Kaitlyn Kowicki from Waynesburg, Ohio. Here at the NextLifter Ohio Classic Bench Press Deadlift, sponsored by USA Powerlifting at the 2018 Arnold Sports Festival.
Lost her balance a little bit there at the top. It caused the bar to have some downward motion that the referee saw, although it looks like they gave her red cards for lockout. No, she definitely knows the strength is there. I'm sure she'll get that at her next competition.
Absolutely. Joshua Novak is up next from Broadview Heights, Ohio. Our teen junior in the 93 kilo class. He's asking for 205. Now, this is a new weight class for him. He had competed before at 83 kilos, so this is a new weight class. So this is going to be a new PR for him. 205 or 451. 3 white lights. He has a new PR at a new weight class.
It's not unusual to see the teen lifters change weight classes from competition to competition. Still growing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Devin Gordon is up next. Our 74-kilo class lifter. He's asked for 240 kilos, 529 pounds. And this is just his first year competing. So he is doing this already at the Ohio Invitational Push-Pull.
He came into the competition with a 232.5 deadlift PR, so he's looking to break that here by 7.5 kilos.
Well, he was just under it by 2.5 on his second at 230, so now he's trying to go way over it. He went up by 10 kilos from 230 to 240. Really want you to get this, Devin. We're sending you good energy, man. Oh, I think he's got a new PR. I think he's got a new meet PR. 3 white lights, 240 kilos, 529 pounds for Devin Gordon at 74 kilos. Outstanding. Outstanding. Kevin Robinson is up next. Kevin Robinson is up next. One of our crowd favorites went from 245 to 257. He's in first place very solidly with a 442.5 kilo total so far. Looking to bump it up to 445. He was just out there to toy with the weight. He was playing with it. He finishes in first place with a 442.5. Mark Hale is going to be our next lifter. Mark Hale is from Columbus, Ohio, lifting in the 83-kilo class. And Mark is going head-to-head against Christopher DeSteven in the 83-kilo class, and he's got a 385 total at this time, hoping to increasing it to 405.
That was a solid-looking deadlift.
Nice choice on that deadlift. Nice choice on the number. And we're waiting for the 3 white lights for Mark. So his total goes from 385 all the way up 20 extra kilos to 405. That moves him into first place in the 83-kilo class. Now currently, Christopher DeSteven, who's coming up next at 262.5. And the bar is ready. He's trying to go back into first place with a tie on the, or go up by 2.5 kilos because he is the lighter lifter. Well, he's the lighter lifter. All he really needs to do is tie it, and here he goes.
He missed this on his second attempt, but looks like he may have it here.
Let's see what the referees say. The referees say 3 white lights. That moves Christopher into first place. So we went back and forth based on that. So coming down, third attempt deadlifts make all the difference in the world. All right, up next, Melvin Logan Jr. 285 again. Now, Melvin unfortunately had some grip issues on the first one and on the second. He's coming out. He's got it again for the third attempt. 285, 628 pounds. Come on, Melvin. We want you to get this. We're sending positive energy your way. Here we go. That was a heck of an effort, and it looks like he might be, working with an injury, might be in pain, because usually he successfully completes any of those deadlifts. What a true sportsman to be able to come out and try it 3 times and give it his all on that. Up next is going to be Brandon Gerber. He's also asked for 285 kilos for 628 pounds. He's currently in second place. This will just make it a stronger second place, moving from 440 to 450 kilos. Oh,
Got it just past the knees, but he couldn't lock it out.
Right, so he's going to finish out with a 440 kilo total. Tyler Cook is up next. Tyler bumped up 12.5 kilos from 300 to 312.5 or 689 pounds.
Well, Tyler's going for a personal record on the deadlift here.
He's trying to bump it up by 2.5 kilos. Sometimes those 5-pound increments are hard fought. We'd like to give a shout out to our presenting sponsor, Rogue Fitness, here at the 2018 Arnold Sports Festival with USA Powerlifting. The NextLifter Ohio Classic Bench Press Deadlift. Tyler Cook on the platform, pulling for 312.5, and it just got to the knees and then stalled out. He is given credit for a 300 kilo total, or I'm sorry, 300 kilo deadlift. He gets a 492.5 total. And he takes first place in the 120 kilo class for the men. Well, we've had a weight change. Jordan Cover up next, 315. 315, 694 pounds. From Brunswick, Ohio, lifting in the 105 weight class. 315. .315 kilos for Brandon Cover. 105. This is our final deadlift. 694 pounds. Brandon Cover, double overhand grip with the wide sumo stance. Gets it to the knees, and he's pulling back so hard he ends up going backwards. Spotters are there for his safety and to help protect him. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here at the Arnold Sports Festival, 2018 Arnold Sports Festival with USA Powerlifting, the Ohio NextLifter, the NextLifter Ohio Classic Bench Press Deadlift, showcasing the Ohio lifters on our home turf with our home audience. Thank you for joining us at home. Again, we'd like to do a shout out to our presenting sponsor, Rogue Fitness. Also, bodybuilding.com for sponsoring our live streaming. A7 Bar Grip. C-Bus Lifting Company here in Columbus. NextLifter Software. SBD Sports and Powerlifting Equipment. SSP Nutrition. And Titan Support Systems. Thank you to all of our sponsors for helping to make the USA Powerlifting experience at 2018 Arnold Sports Festival excellent. This is Kathy Marksteiner and
Ron Brink.
We're signing off. I'm sure they'll bring up the awards in a little bit, but for now, we're signing off. Have a great day.
Aubrey. That's first place. Stand right there. Picture time. Everybody say, next lifter. All right, good job, Aubrey. All right, Kylee Redman, first place, the 72 kilo, 14 to 23 class. Division. Say next lifter. All right, good job. The Raw Women's 14 to 23, 84 plus kilo class. In first place, Alexandria Perry. All right, picture time. Want to face over here? They're taking pictures over here. Okay, no. All right, good job, Allie. All right, in the Raw Women's 57 kilo class, in second place, Kelsy Wiggins. And in first place, Lacey Massari. I don't know. Let's give a round of applause, everybody. Posing for the pictures here. Good job. All right, in the Raw Women's 63 kilo class, in third place, Aubrey Lyons. In second place, Robin Shell. And in first place, Amanda Shay. Everybody say USA Powerlifting. Yeah. Let's give a round of applause, everybody. And then, do we have one more? That was it. Lydia Bowman. And everybody else who did not place, you guys get a participation medal. Let's give everybody a round of applause. There's more, right? Oh, there's more. Hold on. All right. Okay. Participation medal. Yay. In the Raw Women's 72 kilo class, in second place, Kylee Redman. In first place, Katrina Parsons. All right. Good job. All right, in the Raw Women's 84 kilo class, in third place, Kristin Savage. Okay. In second place, Alexandra Donald. Okay. I don't think Alexandra's here. And in first place, Afua Adjei-Brenyah. Yeah. Kathy saves the day. All right, let's give them a round of applause. Pose for the pictures here. Marla, are you here? I don't think Marla's here. But she can take the medal for her. All right. The Raw Women's 84+ kilo class. First place, Kaitlyn Kowicki. All right, in the Raw Women's 40 to 49, 63 kilo class. In first place, she already knows, Robin Shell. Woo! In the Raw Women's 40 to 49, 84 kilo class, first place, Marla Dean. Don't know where she is, but hey, let's give her a round of applause because she still got first place. All right. Now we're going to announce our best lifter. And the best lifter is Amanda Shay. Woo! And Amanda takes home a check for $500 as the best lifter of the NextLifter Ohio Classic, courtesy of NextLifter Software, sponsor of today's meet. By the way, Kathy over there and Joe sitting here at the computer, they are the creators of the NextLifter Software and the sponsors of today's meet. So let's give them a round of applause. Thank you for your support and your work. And I think that wraps it up, right? All right, ladies, if you can come this way. And I'm going to need Afua and Alexandra to stay back. Afua and Alexandra over here. Just kind of hang out for a bit. All right. If we can get all our male lifters to the platform. If someone can call all the male lifters to the platform in there. Thank you. To the platform, please. In the Raw 74 kilo class, in first place, Devin Gordon. Good job, Devin. Give him a round of applause. Good effort there. There we go. Get more lifters here. All right. In the Raw Open 83 kilo class, in second place, Mark Hale. And in first place, Christopher DeStefan. And ladies, this one came down to the last deadlift. It came down to the last pull. You can see here the total. It's a 2.5 kilo difference between Mark and Chris. Mark had 405, Chris had 407.5. So it was a battle. Good effort. Good job, guys. All right, in the Raw Open 93 kilo class, in first place, Joshua Novak. Give him a round of applause. Oh, come on, he's in high school, and he won first place at the Arnold. A 315 kilo total. Wilkes. What? I've just been informed he's only 17, ladies and gentlemen. Can you imagine? Next year, 5 years from now? It's for all ages, ladies and gentlemen. All right, good job, Josh. In third place in the Raw Open 105 kilo class, third place goes to Michael Campbell. Michael, can I ask how old you are? Michael's 57, and he's attempting state record attempts. So good job, Michael.
American record attempts, and he was trying to set an American record, Masters 2, and busted by 25 pounds.
He was trying to set an American record today. He's going to exceed it by 25 pounds. Michael, you're going to get it at the next one, though. Pretty confident about that. In second place, Brandon Gerber. Ooh. And in first place, Jordan Cover. Ooh. All right, posing for the pictures here. Paparazzi. There we go. All right, good job, guys. Give a round of applause. Good effort there. In the Raw Open 120 kilo class, in first place, Tyler Cook. Say NextLifter. NextLifter. All right, good job, Tyler. In the Raw Open 120 kilo class, 120 plus kilo class, 120 kilo plus. First place, Kevin Robinson. Good job, Kevin. Okay. And before we get to the 120, we just did that one. Melvin, where you at? Melvin here? So you get a participation medal, man. So you can take some hardware home. There you go. Give a round of applause. Team Melvin, where are you? There you go. All right, Melvin, you'll come back next year, I'm sure. All right, is that? On the Masters division, the 120 kilo plus class, first place, Kevin Robinson. Back again. Good job, Kevin. And in the Raw Men's Masters 2, 50 to 59, 105 kilo class, first place, Michael Campbell. All right. Posing for the pictures here. Good job, Michael. All right, and we're down to our last award, the best lifter. What's that check for? $500 check from NextLifter, our sponsors for today's meet. Today's best lifter, give it up for Tyler Cook. Pose for the pictures here. And if you weren't here 5 minutes ago, Kathy and Joe are today's sponsors. created NextLifter software. Let's give all our lifters, our sponsors, our refs, spotters, and loaders a round of applause.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've got the microphone, and I just simply want to say thank you, all of you, for being out here supporting the Ohio athletes. They're homegrown. They get a chance to compete in front of their home audience, and they love it. Thank you so much for being the supportive audience that you are, supporting our lifters. Thank you.
Thank you, Kathy. All right, with that, we're going to sign off from this year's Arnold. If you can head out this way, lead all the lifters here. Michael. Excellent work, sir. Good job, guys. Good effort. Good stuff.